Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Thursday, which means it is time for another Nozz watches High School of the Dead. Oh boy. So, in the last episode of High School of the Dead, everyone got up in Takagi's house, and we ran into her dad, and we saw the beginning of a post-apocalyptic fascist government. And I had my entire thing of why that doesn't work. Kind of weird how this is the show that lets me talk about sociology for 10, 15, 20 minutes, isn't it? And the previous episode ended off with like a stinger kind of thing for this episode where we got back to the really rapey teacher. So I imagine this episode's gonna have quite a bit of him. I'm not gonna have any fun this episode, am I? I'm gonna go right from that episode of Spider to this. But let's get in here and let's see how badly I suffer, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! Okay. A big plane. I guess those people didn't get very far, huh? Oh good, this is where we're starting, alright. In order to become the new untainted world, you guys are going to have to do a lot of lesbianism. A lot of gay shit. Being with you in the biblical sense. Y'all just 100% like, oh yeah, no, that guy goes out into the fucking... Jesus Christ. I guess I get to talk about cults. So that's fun. It is actually a fun thing. Now, this is going to be a sex cult, a creepy sex cult, which is very much my least favorite kind of cult in post-apocalyptic media, but it is a valid type of cult. So, understandable. During times of great distress like this, and definitely during societal collapse, that is the perfect time for new religions to crop up. In fact, Christianity basically got as big as it did because, like, in its like kind of like starting kind of thing, a lot of civilizations around them were just fucking collapsing in on themselves. Rome, while Rome did technically hang out until Christ, like the 18. When did the fucking Byzantine Empire end? Like, it's fairly recently, historically speaking. Despite the fact that Rome held on until then, during the time where Christianity like was growing and becoming really, really big, and did take over as the main Roman religion, Rome was going through a massive cultural upheaval. Like shit was so bad for them that Constantine was literally like, okay, the gods are not fucking working. Yo, Big J, give me a sign and give me a win and I'll fucking change. And he got just really fucking lucky and Christianity took over. Wait, did these guys not... Did these motherfuckers really not clock on the fact that the zombies are happening? These fucking assholes are... Fucking slice off the head. That's what you do. And here it is. Here's where... Damn, it's almost as if boomers are the same no matter what fucking country you're in. See, this is why you don't try and control things with fear, because people immediately make wrong decisions. Also, yeah, there it is. So we got a combination of a negative reaction to being controlled by fear, combined with Japanese boomer mentality. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. This is going to backfire on Takagi's dad fucking immediately. This is a very, very nice place to stay. It's very well defended, it's got access to resources, but if it's going to turn into a war zone, which is likely, you probably want to leave relatively soon. The more noise is made, the more likely it is the zombies are going to attack, and during a war, during a conflict for control, there's a good chance your defenses might fail. Or somebody might accidentally blow up a wall. Yep, it's because humans hate change. Which is fucking weird, because we're the most adaptable fucking species on this planet. We are one of, like, what was it, like 5 fucking species on this planet that can live easily in any goddamn climate. From the fucking poles to the deserts. Like, we are cockroaches. Which are, ironically, one of the other 5. Congratulations, you've been elected, dumbass. Please do not resist. There you go. Maybe having a deer scarer is not a good idea. Fuck's going on here? Okay, dumb weep shit. Don't give a fuck. Alright, time to ignore this. Oh, boy. Okay, yeah, this is dumb weep shit. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, during this sort of situation, um, their reaction is like, once again, they're being dumb as fuck. Do not get me wrong. Like, oh yeah, no, like you kids, fucking no, this is adult stuff. Like, all you privileged pigs, blah 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 blah. Right? It's all fucking stupid garbage noise coming from their mouths. But it is a valid reaction to this level of anarchy being direct then immediately into, all right, you're being controlled by me, fuck you, and if you don't, I'm gonna slice your goddamn head off with the sword. Like, it's a very valid reaction. It's a trauma reaction. Um, and the idea that humans don't like change, that is true, which is one of the great paradoxes of our species. Most adaptable species fucking hate doing it. The fuck? But she also thinks you're a bunch of fucking morons, so I mean, maybe not the best idea. I don't know about that one, Psycho. But he's a fuck up. Like, I'm waiting for the but. Yep, there it is. He needs to be able to kill a man and flinch his skin with a moment's notice. No hesitation. I want a scrotum. He should be able to make a scrotum skin coat in the. Like that. What injury did she fucking get? Like, actually, like she fell over. Like, what, did she fucking hurt her butt? Like, bruise her booty? Wizard and priest. She's the squire. She's the sidekick character you use to take advantage of action economy. She can only do 1d4 of damage, but by god. One of the rules, go to the bathroom in packs. You can tell this was written by a dude, can't you? Oh my god. Oh my god, they're just gonna fuck right here? God damn it. They're just gonna fuck right here. Great, this is where we're going. Alright, I'm gonna zone out for 10 minutes. There we go. Whatever makes your dick harder, that'll probably make your head. Oh boy. God damn it. God damn, my brain autofilled that. You should just lay down. I'll do all the work. Uh. The meaning is fucking mindless goddamn fan service. Heard plenty of moaning, though. Wait, we're actually what? We're what? What the f- You can't just drop that shit! What the fuck? You can't just drop that shit on. Ah, you bitch lord! Oh boy, they're letting the cult in now. There's no way. Alright. First rule of having a contained compound. You don't let in the first bus of big titty teenagers you see. God fucking damn it. Also, you don't let a gate guard decide that independently. Have him call up. Have him call up to boss man or somebody that boss man delegates to. Fuck's sake. Or you fucking died, one of the two. Hello? Shut the fuck up, Ray. She looks better than you do. Psycho is officially the best fucking girl in this goddamn show so far. Goddamn. What can I say? I like the psychopaths. Fix bayonets! So is this why he gets away with so much rape? Because he's the son of a Diet member? Fucking fix bayonet charge right in his fucking chest. And as a result, now you endeavor to make all women suffer. Wow. What the Pull the trigger. Don't even Don't fucking talk. Pull the goddamn trigger. Like this would be a moment where you don't even the longer she talks, the longer it It's not murder if there's no cops, motherfucker. Do it. Do it. Do it. This is the only time I will agree with him. Do it. This is the zombie world. It is kill or be killed. Pull it. Pull it. Pull it. Pull it. This man is an actual sack of garbage. Murdering him is a service. Pull it! Pull it, Ray, you fucking bitch! Pull it! Stupid fucking bitch. Like, everyone knows this man is skeev as shit, right? Okay, so removing him from the compound. Good idea. Not the best idea, though, because this could still backfire horribly. This is probably like the. It is the second best thing he could have done, but. We're nuking the entire fucking planet. Let's go, boys. How do the. Like, these guys are. For being down there in a submarine, these guys are really well informed. So now it's no longer a zombie apocalypse show, it's now a fucking nuclear apocalypse movie. Amazing. I wonder how long they can stay in these submarines before they'll all just fucking die. Oh boy. Alright, so. A subversive element like Shido. Best thing to do: shoot him in the head. Quarantine his students. And get somebody with some sort of psychiatric experience to look them over and make sure that they're alright. And convince them that Shido was brainwashing them and just, being a piece of shit. Not guaranteed. Some of them, if they are too far gone, you're gonna have to, and hope that the rest of them don't find out. There's no good once they let him in the gate, this became a problem. Now, the ideal thing to do, sans morals, up against the wall, please. But you can't do that. Because the students, there's a possibility that they are salvageable. Shido is not. So, like, the best thing to do is not let them in. Second best thing to do is kill Shido, make sure the students are safe to have around, then release them into the Gen Pop. Third best thing to do is just kick them all out like they did. But that brings problems. Man, I hope these astronauts have watched Dr. Stone, because this is gonna be bad for them. God, imagine being an astronaut and just watching the. Imagine being an astronaut and watching the fucking nuclear fucking holocaust happen. Yeah. So I feel like what happened. I feel like what I believed was gonna happen is gonna happen. Oh boy. Okay, so. So the first two options, right? Kill everyone. I mean, there's no one gonna. So long as nobody in the group finds out, so nobody in the wider group finds out. Okay, fine, works fine. And even if they do, there's a chance that you could be like, no, look, this guy was planning on overthrowing us or doing some bullshit. Look at all this cult bullshit he was doing, right? It's still not bulletproof. Once again, the best thing to do is never let them in the first place. Killing just Cheeto, you have an issue of, well, what if your psychiatrist is wrong and they're released into Gen Pop and they start the cult up again, but now it's made up of your own people? Whoopsie doodles. Banishing Cheeto and the cult which is what they did, is a big issue because there's no guarantee he won't come back. And if he comes back, he could come back like after he's grown the cult from other survivors. He's like, yes, the promised land is here, my children. We shall take it from the blasphemers, and we shall create a new society where I have 17,000 wives and all the men have none. Drink the Kool-Aid, beg it. Or they could send a herd of zombies your way. Or they could do some other bullshit. They could do something to fuck you up, which I think is what Cheeto does in the next episode, which is very, very unfortunate. Worst thing you can do is let him stay, at which point he can slowly, insidiously grow his cult and use whatever force of charisma he has to try and overtake everything. And seeing as people are already not super happy with Takagi's dad because he is an autocrat, very, very likely autocracies are pretty easy to overthrow if there's enough dissent, especially if you have a charismatic cult-like leader. Unfortunate. Cults are honestly the most dangerous thing in a post-apocalypse, and oh boy, is it sociology time? It's sociology time. Let's go. So like I said before, humans are very, very adaptable. We are one of the most adaptable species on Earth. There are very few creatures on this planet that are more adaptable than us, and we are the most adaptable intelligent species. And a lot of the other adaptable ones are ones that we fucking made. So, like dogs, for example. Like, we made that. We made that happen. But psychologically, we hate doing it because a lot of times when humans have had to adapt to new environments, it's happened due to a traumatic event. So, fucking the Jewish diaspora, fucking Native Americans, the Romans, and by the Romans, I mean, like, the people that the Romans were bulldozing as they were expanding their empire, so they had to fucking flee. The Romans basically covers a lot of it, actually. But, just about every single human culture has had a thing where they've had to move or be misplaced or adapt to a brand new, sort of thing due to a traumatic event, be it another civilization moving in, a natural disaster, some sort of cultural upheaval. Something has happened that has caused a group of people to move to a new area, and they've adapted, but culturally they've all remembered, oh fuck, that sucks. And so as a result, humans do not deal with a very, very swift environmental change, whether it be a cultural environment or physical environment. We just don't do it very well, despite the fact that we can do it. So as a result, it allows charismatic individuals to create cults and religions, because humans have a really weird tendency that when we are backed up against a wall, we will start believing in the most ridiculous fucking shit. You see, we don't have to fear death, because if we live a good life and serve God, we will go up to heaven and do whatever. But if we're bad, we'll go to the no-no zone. Or Elysian Fields, or fucking Nirvana, or whatever the fuck the fucking Mesopotamian afterlife was. That's the really confusing one. Every society, they'll have a traumatic event, a religion will start because of it, and or even just or existing religion will grow stronger, and shit will just go off the fucking rails because people will start believing in it wholeheartedly because it's all they fucking have left. And an apocalypse scenario is a really, really fertile ground for a religion, or even just a segment of a religion. Oh boy, yeah, no, it is. This fits that real fucking well. Um, the world is ending. Children of the future. Shido gets a group of teenagers together and is like, I am tainted, but I can be saved through you. Basically, despite the fact that he is explicitly in charge. He's explicitly the one controlling these kids. Because he pushes so much of like the importance onto them, he appeals to their selfishness and their self-importance, which teenagers have a lot of, and as a result, they reciprocate that by allowing him to lead them. There are a few cults in real life that actually do that, where the leader is very self-depreciatory and puts so much like up on a pedestal of the members, which tickles their ego and has them just follow what he says because, you know, reciprocity, you know, that's just how it be. Especially in a very polite culture like Japan, where reciprocity is a big thing. Yeah, like it's like it's the most dangerous thing to have in an apocalypse. If you're in an apocalypse and you see a cult start to spring up, move the fuck away. I do not care how like secure the stronghold is. I do not care how plentiful the fucking food is. If you cannot nip that shit in the bud immediately, you fucking leave. Because none of that shit will be around when the cult starts pushing itself out and starts taking over people that do not want to be part of the cult. Because those people are going to fight back. The cult is going to fight with religious fucking, like, dogmatism. And it is going to be extremely self-destructive. Because these cults are not designed for longevity in mind. They are designed for the fucking, to last the lifespan of the person who founded them so he can get as much sex, food, alcohol, and drugs as he can fucking stand until the day he dies. The day he dies, the cult does one of two things. Either dissolves violently, or it ascends into a weird mythological like level and becomes an actual religion. And that's when it becomes a problem. Because now there is nobody that knows that it is a scam. I think like the my favorite saying as far as religion is concerned is, the difference between a cult and a religion is that a cult has a few members that still know it's a scam, whereas in a religion, all of those people are dead. Which means there is nobody to be like, oh, hang on, it's going too far. Fuck, hang on. I have a new vision from God. God says, do not launch the nukes, you fucking morons. Versus a religion to be like, God says to launch the nukes. Burn them in holy fire. That's the difference. There's nobody to pull back. And I do wonder how this show is going to do that, because it does seem like a lot of those students are very, very hooked on Shido. And Shido is a really bad man. That's a bad fucking man. And I can't wait to see how it goes out. As for this episode specifically, though, I do like it. The fan service and just everyone being so horny, once again, annoying. But I'm not going to go into more detail than that because I've already done that 11 times. I do appreciate that Takagi's dad, we're getting to see a little bit of a slightly softer side of him. Especially when he's hanging out with Psycho and he's encouraging Rei to, you know, make her own decisions and grow in power. But he is still a autocrat who is ruling through fear. So I hope they're not trying to make out that, like, oh yeah, no, the autocrat's good actually, because that would be really bad and not great. But it is a fair thing to have an autocrat have a side of him that's like, yes, I'm also a good dad. You know, I mean, Hitler loved his dog, for fuck's sake, you know, like, Every horrible, terrible human being has a few moments where if you look at them in the right light, you're like, oh yeah. But, it's still fucking Adolf Hitler, still Benito Mussolini, still fucking Stalin. Like, they're still horrible, terrible people that killed millions of people. But he liked his dog, though. But yeah, like, I don't know. Like, it's nice that they're actually giving him a little bit of depth. I'm just hoping they don't take it too far and try and, like, make him seem like a good boy, because he's not a good boy. But the standoff between Rey and Shido was alright. I do wish Rey had just pulled the trigger, but I guess it is in character for her, because she is a fucking coward. But, yeah. I think, like, the only real thing I have a negative about is just this scene where it's like, oh, us girls, we like cute boys, or boys are nice to us. It's like, you can tell a dude wrote that. You can 100% tell a dude wrote that. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, and the astronaut shit and the submarine shit. That's rad as hell. I love that. Can't wait to see how that actually plays out, like, consequence-wise for everyone. Because now it's a nuclear zombie apocalypse. That's fucking great. All in all, I would say this episode is, like, it's not as good as some previous ones. It spends a lot more time on shit that it really didn't need to. But it is still very, very nice. Very, very nice. At least like a 7 out of 10. And it's a very, very good setup for stuff to come forward. And that's honestly where a lot of setup episodes sit, like that 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 mark, because they're not intended to be like these fucking action-packed blockbusters. They're like, okay, we've got some character drama, we've got some setup, we've got some characterization, we've got, like, all bunch of ingredients that we're gathering together so we can put them in the pot and stew it for the next few episodes. And that's fine. Just because it's a 7 out of 10 does not mean that it is a bad episode. It just means that it is a setup episode, and without the payoff, you can't really go much higher than that. A bad setup episode, however, is, like, down at, like, the fucking, like, 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10 mark. But yes. That's really all I gotta say. So let me know what you thought of this episode down there in the comments. Whether you liked it, you disliked it, you want to bring up something I forgot to talk about, because that's entirely possible. And all that good shit. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share social media, tell your friends, hit the share button down below, and if you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down in the description, as well as Streamlabs if you only want to do like a one-time thing, or you don't like Patreon. I lost my track, god damn it. If you want more content from me, then I do post anime every single day at around noon. Tomorrow should be Mushoku Tensei, or Jobless Reincarnation, whatever you want to call it. Having mild issues sourcing the file on that one, but I will have it up if I can get it up. And also today, on the day this goes up, which I believe is the 14th, we're going to be live streaming. We're going to be doing a little bit of a drawing stream. I'm going to be doing art. Don't know what we're drawing, but like I need to practice because I'm learning how to draw again. And I don't think I suck too bad. Suck a little bit though. But yeah, maybe I'll take suggestions or whatever. But yes, that'll hopefully be fun, and I'll see you guys there. But yes, as always, everybody, I am Nozz, and as always, I will see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a goblin today, and I will see you a real